In this video, we are going to be analysing GigaCloud, ticker GCT. If you want your own stock analysed, throw it in the comments. We'll get round to it when we can. Now, as we can see, we did open up around $11. We're already down to about $8. Again, this move was on earnings, but what are key levels we'll be paying attention to? High probability levels using standard deviation channels on both a 6-month chart. So again, this left one here is a 6-month, and this one on the right, which is a 1-year chart. So what we can see, release happened. We have a level at 681, 1039, and then we also had one at 788. So what happened at these levels? Firstly, we'll go through these because again, this is going to be the key thing first. And for this, we will need pre and after hours. So earnings release happened pre-market. What can you see? Again, we don't trade the pre or after hours. So what we can see is both pre-market, we came into this level, bit of hesitation, broke through, pulled back, broke through, tested as a support, broke through. Now markets have opened. And what is annoying on GCT and why I'm personally not trading it is it has no option. So again, you can't define and define that risk, which is what I don't like. So I personally know it's something I trade. But what we can see is obviously we opened up above this level. And so all we really needed to wait for was a crack back below this level. And when we saw that again, we could be short buy. So again, even getting short above this level because it is a high probability reversal level. So yeah, markets opened around 11. Again, that level was at about 1040. So that was a good indication that we would go down because again, that is our second deviation on the 6-month. What we're really paying attention to when we're watching levels is we very rarely trade these golden levels. Reason for that is, firstly, if you understand standard deviation channels or standard deviation in general, the first deviation, 68% of data trades within. And so again, yes, you still have an edge, but it's not a massive one. Whereas coming into the second and third deviations, well, what happens at the second is you have a 95% probability, and coming into the green, which is the third, you have a 99.7% probability. Obviously, they don't always work out like that because it is the stock market. Nothing is guaranteed 99.7% of the time. But it just usually means that your probability of success is always going to be a lot higher at these levels than it is at these yellows. And that's why I don't really trade off them and I pay attention more to a move to that level. And we can see it would have worked a lot better. But again, we can be paying attention to these levels as supports on the downside. So again, we got 790 and 680. We're paying attention to these on the downside. If you're short, if you're already holding the shares short, again, those are going to be targets. If you're not, and you're potentially looking to grab this long bias, again, we would expect at least small pops off of these levels. Now, if we did end up kind of pushing back to those highs, which seemed quite unlikely considering obviously we've just dropped straight away, and considering we've given up about half of the gains on the gap already. But if we did, we would have further levels at $13.80 to around $14. This would be a key level, definitely something I'd be looking at short bias. Again, not something I'm trading myself because we have no options. But if I was to trade it, a day trade could definitely be kind of viable because obviously then you can kind of control that risk, but nothing I would be swinging. And if we broke that, we do have a final level at around $19.70. So those would be those key resistances. Again, we're looking at the 790 and 680 as supports on the downside. And if I was holding the shares short, really, I wouldn't be looking to hold any more than that gap fill at around 570. But really, I think that is quite a massive move. To be honest, I would kind of just be out for the 790 and 680. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the breakdown on GCT. If you did want to drop a like and subscribe if you want your own stock analysed, throw that in the comments. And why don't you check out this analysis video?